Welcome everyone to our Guardian and Incident Report Writing training. Today, we're going to explore some essential tools and definitions that will empower you in your roles. Today, we have an exciting agenda laid out for you. First, let's talk about our objectives for this session. 1. Locating and utilizing the Guardian system. By the end of this training, you will be confident in how to find and use the Guardian system effectively. This tool is essential for managing incident reports. 2. Identifying incident reports. You'll learn when it's necessary to complete an incident report and what type is appropriate depending on different situations. 3. Completing an incident report. We will guide you on how to properly fill out an incident report. This is critical because accurate reporting ensures our community's safety and accountability. As we move through this training, consider how these skills will help you work effectively with your partners while ensuring that sensitive information remains confidential. Ready to dive in? Let's get started. Let's start by defining some key terms related to the Guardian system and incident reports. First up is Guardian. This is PACE's system that we use to receive, track, and manage incident reports. It serves as a vital tool for maintaining safety and accountability within our community. Next, we have the incident report, or IR. This is essentially a detailed third-person account of an event. It's important to remember that this report should come from a ResLife staff member who observed, was told about, or investigated the event. Now, let's clarify a few roles involved in the reporting process. The accused refers to the individuals charged with violating policies. Witnesses are those who may have information but are not directly involved in the incident. The complainant is the person who reports the behavior that may violate our conduct code, and this can include anyone from our PACE community or even outside individuals. Finally, the respondent is the individual reported for the alleged violation. And just a quick note on AOD, this stands for incidents involving alcohol and/or drugs, which are critical to address within our reporting framework. First, we will discuss the primary reporting system utilized here at PACE University. As we dive into the Guardian system, it's essential to understand its primary function. PACE's Guardian system is crucial because it allows us to receive, track, and manage incident reports efficiently. Importantly, it ensures that these reports are shared with the right departments within the university. This system isn't just for ResLife staff. It is accessible to all students, faculty, and staff. Anyone can use the Guardian reporting form to share their experiences, concerns, or issues that may arise within our community. Now, it's worth noting that while incident reports can be created anonymously, this anonymity might limit our ability to fully respond to a concern. So, in a nutshell, the Guardian system is a vital tool for enhancing safety and accountability within our university. Let's ensure we make the most of it. As we move forward, let's focus on how you can access the Guardian system. To find it, simply go to the PACE website, navigate to About PACE, and then look for the AZ section. Under the letter G, you will find Guardian and the Incident Reporting Form. This system is crucial as it allows everyone, students, staff, and faculty, to report incidents and concerns. Remember, all reports can be created anonymously, but it's important to note that anonymity may limit our ability to address concerns effectively. So, whether you're reporting a conduct code issue or a health and safety violation, the Guardian system is here to help you communicate your experiences. Next, we'll dive into how to submit a report efficiently. Now, let's discuss how to submit a report using the Guardian system. First, you'll need to log in with your PACE credentials. This ensures that your report is secure and properly tracked. Next, select the appropriate report type. This could be anything from a conduct code issue to a health and safety violation. Choose wisely, as it helps direct your report to the right department for quick action. Then, fill out the details accurately. Be as specific as you can when describing the incident. This is crucial for ensuring that the situation is understood clearly. When you enter names, remember to include everyone involved, including witnesses. Only select individuals who have a photo in the system. And remember, ResLife staff should not be entered into the system. Let's continue discussing how to submit a report effectively. First, after filling out the necessary information, be sure to upload all supporting documents related to the incident. This can include screenshots, videos, or photos. Remember, each document should be properly labeled to ensure clarity. For example, use this format, building description underscore date. Now, here's a quick tip. If you're using an iPhone to take photos, convert them to JPG, JPEG, or PNG formats before uploading. And a friendly reminder, RAs should not be in any of your photos. Next, it's crucial to review your report thoroughly. Check for spelling mistakes, ensure the correct names are entered, and confirm that all fields are filled out completely. Finally, when you're confident everything is accurate, go ahead and submit the report. As we shift our focus, let's talk about how your reports will be utilized. Reports are crucial documents that may be reviewed by various parties, including RDs, ADs, and campus partners such as housing and Title IX. They aren't just paper trails. They play a significant role in determining potential charges or sanctions. Additionally, these reports help in identifying any further steps of support needed and ensure accountability within our community. It's important to note that in some instances, reports may even be utilized in formal legal proceedings. This underscores the importance of thoroughness and accuracy when submitting your reports. Every detail matters. It can make a significant difference in supporting our community. Now we will talk about different report types you may encounter in your role as a RA. In previous years, we have used the operational/facilities report to document and track facilities-related issues. Moving forward, you will document any facilities-related issues in the Sabre Work Order System. We will also no longer be using residential life policy violation reports. If you encounter a residential life policy violation, please document it as a conduct code violation. Roommate conflict reports should be submitted as soon as you are made aware of a conflict. Student of concern reports should be submitted if there is concern for a student's mental health, if a student is experiencing a medical emergency or has a severe health concern, a student is experiencing financial issues, or there is a death or sickness in the student's family. If you are not sure if you should submit a student of concern report, please ask your RD. Title IX and sexual harassment reports should be submitted if there has been an instance of gender discrimination, sexual harassment, or sexual violence such as rape, sexual assault, sexual battery, dating, stalking, domestic violence, non-consensual sexual contact or sexual intercourse and/or sexual coercion. You will always report this issue up to a professional staff member prior to submitting a report. A conduct code violation report should be submitted anytime a resident violates the code of conduct. Health and safety reports should be submitted if a student has a prohibited item during health and safety inspections. If a student has a prohibited item at any other time, a code of conduct incident report would be submitted. Locked out of Guardian and greeted by a grumpy 403 error? Don't worry, we've got your back. First, give your browser a little spring cleaning, clear those cookies and cache. Use a trusty sidekick like Chrome or Firefox. Ensure you're using the right secret code, your PACE login credentials, the same magic words you use for your computer. Still stuck? Try logging in again. If you're still in login limbo, shoot an email to AD Ron Alexander, ralexander@pace.edu, and your RD. Let them know you've been on a troubleshooting adventure. Include screenshots or a video of your epic login attempts for a clearer picture. In some cases, you might need to call in the IT cavalry. Submit a ticket with your screenshots so they can get to the bottom of this login mystery. Now, let's continue discussing what to do if you cannot gain access to Guardian. First and foremost, it's crucial to remember that your report still needs to be entered into Guardian. If you are unable to log in, please find another RA or RD who is on duty to help you submit your report. Secondly, don't wait to submit your report. This is your responsibility after the incident. Timeliness is key in these situations. So, if you face any issues accessing Guardian, reach out for assistance right away. It's important to ensure that all necessary information is documented properly. Now let's practice. Please open the worksheet that was provided on the Google Classroom. Now let's dive into the worksheet instructions. Here, we'll be matching scenarios to the correct Guardian report type. This exercise is crucial because it reinforces our of the different report types we'll encounter. First, we have the report types: conduct code violation, roommate conflicts, student of concern, Title IX/sexual harassment, health and safety violation. As you work through the scenarios, think about the context of each situation. This will help you select the most appropriate report type. Remember, the accuracy of your report is essential for effective communication and response. I encourage you all to discuss your thoughts with your neighbors and collaborate on this task. Let's ensure everyone is clear on how to categorize these incidents correctly. Ready? Let's get started. Hope that was fun. Now we will transition to talk about incident report writing. As we dive into the topic of IR writing style and structure, let's first establish some foundational guidelines. First, it's crucial that all reports are written in a third-person narrative. This maintains objectivity and professionalism. Next, always start with an accurate date and time. When did you receive the call? When did you begin that round? These details are essential for context. Another key point is the accurate and precise location of the incident. Ensure you clearly state where the incident occurred. This sets the stage for the entire report. As we continue discussing the IR writing style and structure, let's focus on how to refer to individuals involved in the incident. It's essential to use the full names of everyone involved at first mention. For instance, we would say Resident Assistant Joanna Verletza initially, and then refer to her as RA Verletza afterward. This helps maintain clarity and professionalism throughout the report. Similarly, for residents, we introduce them as resident student, full name, and then transition to RS last name. For example, resident student Sheldon Cooper becomes RS Cooper in subsequent mentions. This method applies to guests and staff as well. Guests should be referred to initially as guest, full name, then as guest, last name. Staff members like residence director Vinnie Birkenmeyer become RD Birkenmeyer after the first mention. This structured approach not only helps avoid confusion, but also ensures respect for all individuals involved. Remember, the goal here is to create a clear and professional report that accurately represents the events and the people involved. As we delve into the details of the incident report, it's crucial to emphasize a few key points. First, the importance of writing in chronological order cannot be overstated. This structure not only helps in clarity, but also ensures that the events are presented in a logical flow. Next, remember that the report must remain objective. This means we focus on facts rather than opinions. If you feel you need more details, don't hesitate to ask follow-up questions to the residents involved. Gathering accurate information is essential, as the credibility of our reports hinges on how well we present these details. Lastly, take note that the way we document these incidents can directly impact the severity of sanctions. It reinforces the need for precision in our writing. Also, make sure to always write and proofread in Microsoft Word or Grammarly before pasting into the Guardian report. As we dive into the crucial aspect of incident report writing, let's focus on the people involved. When writing your report, it's essential to clearly identify all individuals involved. This includes witnesses, complainants, and subjects. Remember to use third-person references. Avoid pronouns to maintain clarity. For instance, instead of saying she said, specify who she is. This detail helps to prevent confusion. For example, instead of saying, RD Vinnie entered the room and saw residents drinking, you should be specific about everyone present. And don't forget to include titles. Using terms like officer, resident, or RA adds professionalism to your document and ensures everyone's role is understood. As we dive into the specifics of when and where to document incidents in our reports, it's crucial to understand the importance of clarity in these sections. First, let's talk about when. This refers to the date and time of the incident. Remember, incidents often occur during the evening or early morning hours. It's essential to provide clear details about any changes in day or time. This helps establish a timeline that can be crucial for understanding the context of the situation. Now, moving on to where. This is about being precise and descriptive with the location of the incident. For example, instead of just saying Elm Hall, specify Elm, first floor lounge in the northeast restroom. This level of detail not only helps paint a clear picture, but also allows for better understanding during investigations. So, as you prepare your reports, keep these points in mind. As we dive into the what of incident report forms, let's focus on two main aspects: what to include and what to avoid. First, sensory observations are crucial. This means noting what you see, smell, or hear during an incident. For example, if you notice a resident slurring their words or smelling of alcohol, those details are vital. Next, we need to be clear about the actions and behaviors of each resident involved. It's important to distinguish between them to avoid confusion. Now, let's discuss what not to include. We must avoid biased language and any assumptions about behaviors. We should stick to facts rather than opinions. This clarity will help ensure that our reports are professional and objective, reflecting the true nature of the incidents. Remember, our goal is to create accurate and fair incident reports. As we continue our discussion on incident report forms, let's focus on the distinction between facts and opinions in your reports. When you present facts, aim for clarity and objectivity. For instance, you might say, resident elder approached R.A. Slivka, slurring their words and smelling of alcohol, while resident Doe stumbled as they walked. This kind of detail is essential for accurate reporting. Conversely, avoid opinions that can cloud the facts. For example, stating, resident elder was drunk, R.A. Slivka could tell, introduces bias and isn't appropriate. Remember, your reports should relay observations and actions, not assumptions or interpretations. Next, we'll discuss the importance of understanding the why behind incident report writing. As we move into the why behind incident report writing, let's take a moment to understand its significance. The incident report is not just a formality. It plays a crucial role for our professional staff in residential life and the Office of Community Standards. Key points to focus on: 1. Understanding policy violations. The report helps assess whether a policy violation occurred and the reasons behind it. 2. Accountability. It determines the responsibility of the student involved. 3. Sanction decisions. The report informs whether a specific charge or sanction is warranted. It's vital to remember that as RAs, we are not responsible for keeping track of verbal warnings. Our role is to provide a clear account of the incident, distinct from the reasoning that follows. So let's be clear. The what is about the incident, while the why dives into the reasoning. As we dive into the distinction between strong and weak incident report writing, let's first highlight the importance of clarity and detail in our documentation. Starting with the strong example, we see a report that includes specific details, the time, individuals involved, and a clear sequence of events. This kind of thoroughness not only paints a vivid picture, but also provides essential context for those who will review the report later. Now, let's contrast that with the weak example. Here, the lack of detail leaves too many questions unanswered. It's vague and doesn't convey the urgency of the situation. Remember, the goal is to ensure that anyone reading your report understands exactly what happened. So, as you craft your incident reports, focus on being specific and structured. Now we will discuss what happens after you document an incident. Now that we've documented the incident, it's important to communicate effectively with the residents involved. First, reassure them by saying, you will have the opportunity to discuss the details of this incident with a hearing officer at a designated time. This sets the expectation for their next steps. Next, inform them a case resolution facilitator will contact you via PACE email in the upcoming days. This emphasizes the importance of their communication and keeps them informed. Also, remind them you may review the Guide to Residential Living, located on the PACE website. It outlines the conduct process, possible sanctions, and points. This provides them with resources to understand what happens next. Lastly, it's crucial to clarify each incident and person is treated on an individual basis. It will be up to the case resolution facilitator to determine if you are found responsible and your sanctions, if any. This reinforces fairness in the process. Next, we will talk about notification of documentation. As we talk about notifying residents during documentation, it's crucial to ensure they understand the implications of their actions. First and foremost, you need to clearly communicate. Since this is a policy violation, I need to document this incident. This sets the tone for the seriousness of the situation. It's also important to mention, I will be submitting an incident report so my supervisor is aware of this roommate conflict. This reinforces that the matter is being taken seriously and is part of a larger process. Remember, transparency is key. By notifying the resident, you not only uphold the policy, but also provide them with an opportunity to address the situation. This approach helps foster a sense of accountability and fairness. Let's ensure that we handle these conversations with care, keeping the residents informed and supported throughout the process. Next, we will review some policy changes for this year. While you've made it to the end of the presentation, you will now need to complete your required assessment by the date listed. Please contact your supervisor if you have any questions. Thank you for listening and good luck with the rest of training.